Chris, Governor.
Nobody was singing along. Nobody knew the words.
Nah.
So,
because I was waiting.
Welcome back to another episode of Technically Speaking, where we are giving you news
that you can use. So you already know how it goes down.
Yes, sir. So Corey is back. He was off last week because he had his anniversary. Did you have a good anniversary, bro?
I did. And I'm not going to sing that song because I don't want them to try to mute us. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they can mute us even just from singing it?
Look, bro, I stopped saying my anniversary. I was in my wedding birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Your wedding birthday. I mean, that is the birth of something special, though.
It is. It was 19 years.
19 years.
That's dedication.
Yeah. So we got a special guest.
We got a special guest.
We go back like babies and pacifiers, man.
I'm saying.
Just 30 years. 20, 30 years.
It's been about like 30 years, man, basically.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey,
I missed you guys.
Missed you because it's been a while. We were just talking offline, man. I haven't seen you in like, man.
It's been a while.
That was 2010 when that show that you did, Geronimo.
Yeah, man. So, but
Mr. Clean, you remember when you came out? Mr. Clean.
I'm so fresh. I'm so clean.
Hey, that's what's right. Up. So, Dr. Poole, man, been giving us love on IG, and we had a couple of conversations offline. I'm like, you know what, man, you just need to come on the show, man.
Let's talk about it on the show.
Thanks again for showing all that love. Let the world know, man. Dr. Poole, what is Dr. Poole about?
I guess to really make it simple, just trying to set myself up for success. Trying to make certain decisions in life that are going to be more productive as opposed to unproductive. Right now, I'm pretty much focusing all I have into the small company that I run, this pool cleaning company. I got about 50 accounts throughout Los Angeles County, spanning from Lomita to Brentwood. And it's super easy work. It doesn't take a lot of time other than, the traffic that I have to fight with the 405. But, we were talking earlier, I'm trying to come up with some other ventures and some other paths to go down, ways to earn extra money without, busting my back pretty much. And, I was telling you guys I was coming up with the idea of starting like a mobile car wash or some type of mobile car wash detailing to add, I could go and clean the pool here and then, have somebody wash or detail their car at the same time and, just keep on making money.
Hey, that sounds like a doctor. Yeah, that sounds like a doctor.
you know, surgically to make these decisions.
Anyone with a pool that needs cleaning in LA County, they could come to you.
No, not anyone.
Not anyone.
Look, I don't mean to be like that guy, but like I do have some limitations. There's certain neighborhoods I don't prefer to go to. I do most of my work west of the 110 freeway. I don't really like to go east of the 110 freeway.
He said on the west end.
I don't like to go past Sunset Boulevard, so you're not going to catch me in the valley. If you live in San Fernando Valley, do not call me. I am not driving over that hill.
Don't call him if you're in San Fernando Valley.
Because there's a $200 I don't want to do it fee.
Well, that's the thing, It's like when you run a small company, you want to try and be reasonable, so you can get clientele and have them built up. But yeah, at some point you have to draw a line, and gas is going up higher, and the traffic on the freeways aren't getting any easier. So people gotta pay
real
for
quick.
It.
I don't want to bust the bubble, but we gotta say happy birthday to Bobby.
Yes,
out here.
Our
you know what I'm saying?
Bobby, today is her birthday.
Bobby, happy birthday.
She checked in even on her birthday, but hey, I see you out there. Yeah,
because she gonna get back to us with some news that we can use next week. I'm looking forward to it. Too, Bobby.
Oh yeah, I actually went to her birthday party Friday night, and that girl knows how to party, man. I
didn't get an invite.
Hey, we told you to come true.
Yeah, but
come
I ain't
true.
flying, man. The way these flight tickets are, bro, I probably been stuck in. No, that wasn't happening for you, boy.
Yeah, I'm coming out there in October because my niece's baby shower, and I got to come out there again for my grandbaby being born.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if I got a grandbaby, my first grandbaby being born in February. Matter of fact, he is due Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Yeah. I got a lot of these friends, man, but all of them got kids. They don't have grandkids yet. The first one popping out a grandkid.
I got a couple of friends from high school that got grandkids. That got grandkids. It's crazy. But you know what? Life is good when you be able to have kids. Period.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is. Got to grow, man. Keep that name alive. Yeah,
but you know what? Also, cause for you to have kids, you got to take them panties off. So, in the meantime, in the between time,
I like how you did that.
We have discovered that there is a fetish panties out there, a panties fetish out there. Geronimo, take us to the video, brother, please.
We're gonna take it to the max. Let's go.
There's a woman on social media who has been leaving her panties behind. And it's a trend out there where women are now taking their panties off and putting in public areas. They have been posting these videos on social media with a caption saying, leaving a donation.
Okay.
What do you say about this?
One of the very first things that I teach when I do any kind
of... But look, it's in the food section.
Why are you putting it in there? It's disgusting. So it's something that I teach. It's called informed consent. Okay. It's one of the most important things with kink and fetishes. You have to tell people what you're doing. You have to get their informed consent, which means they know what's going on. They know all the details about the fetish, about the kink, and then they can make an informed decision whether or not they want to participate in that kink or that fetish. This has no consent. This is literally somebody being disgusting and taking something that is a personal hygiene issue and making it public. A kid could pick that up. That's in a bread aisle. That is going on food. Like, this is surely illegal, right? I mean,
yeah. Panties in the pastries, and panties are in the produce, and panties at the pump. We got a whole lot of panties everywhere. Panties in public.
Everywhere.
They all look like the same panties too.
But here's the problem.
She must have got the 3-pack.
She got that.
Here's the thing.
They all look the same,
how
right?
social media work. We know how social media work. She do it. Now somebody else gonna do it too. And there's gonna be a bunch of people out there.
That's worse.
Now,
worse things happening.
Guess what's gonna happen? Somebody gonna say, well, if a woman can do it, I can do it. And next thing you gonna know, you gonna see jock straps at the gym. They ain't gonna be on nobody. They gonna be laying up the ball next to some jock straps. Just keeping it honest. This is disgusting.
It's nasty, man. That's nasty as hell. That's that. Look, man. So, I mean, y'all know me. We go back, right? Back about 30 years. So I'm down for a good fetish now. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to get down. But I don't want that stuff in the food aisle, man. Like, it's what's crazy to me. This is showing like we live in that clout chasing era, right? And this is just showing like the things we would do just to get attention, man. That's crazy. And then like that's not an ugly girl, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
she was cute.
She was cute. So I'm like, even the cute girls are doing crazy stuff for attention, man. Is this where we are?
Yeah, I think so. Some people have been depraved of attention their whole lives, you know, and they get a little taste of it and they want more, you know. I think the health hazards behind some of these things are the real issue, you know, that you can only go so far. Like, you take your panties off and leave them at a pump. All right, that's one thing. But yeah, like you said earlier, you leaving them in the bread aisle. That's
crazy. That's crazy. Man,
I don't know what mind when she did that, bro.
Say she what? Had a BB or something.
When she put the panties inside the produce section or the bread box, first thing came to mind was yeast infection in a whole different way.
There's a whole lot of yeast where you put that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just, that bread don't need no more yeast. I'm sorry. That's just unsanitary.
You know, well, you're going over there looking for bagels and you find some unexpected cream. I don't know about that.
Yeah. They be like, is this sourdough? I don't know.
I wonder how many followers she has, you know?
She got a lot. I'm sure she do.
I'm sure, man.
That's one of the the top trending things on social media to get followers is always a fetish or something highly immoral. Period.
Makes sense.
We might just get a bunch of followers just for the fact that we showed a girl take her drawers off and put it on the pump. That's nasty. But hey,
like I said, man, I'm down for a good fetish, but there's a time and a place. Like a couple of things, right? Like you gonna put that in like the chick said in the video, a kid could find that, right? Just going to that mama sent him to go get some bread, and then you found another supply of yeast. We don't want that. But then I'm like, if you want that attention, there's ways to do it the right way, but not putting like kids in a bad spot. Like, why not do that on OnlyFans? Like there's dudes, there's people, not just dudes, there's people out there that's willing to pay for some panties. They'll buy panties. Just
the girl
appropriate routes. Like, do it on OnlyFans in the comfort of your home or something.
Dude, that's crazy. I've seen online that people will pay for dirty draws from women. And I've seen that women are actually, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm not. Yeah, but it's just disgusting, okay? It's disgusting. All right, let me just tell you. Your mama will be mad at you, depending on that is your mama, doing it. Putting panties in public, all right? You know what I'm saying? Leave something to the imagination. That's what's wrong with everybody these days. They leave in the imagination. They just say, you know what? They're going to get HTTP. You know how you see on your web browser, HTTP? They just hurry into the point. They not giving nothing to the imagination.
That's what that means.
The point. That's not only
foreplay. No foreplay. Just straight raw.
And I mean, and it's there forever, right? So like, what? Let's say if someone like what if you was potentially thinking about dating her, right, Dr. Poole, and then like just doing your reconnaissance because you gotta Google anyone you may plan on dating, right, and then that pops up. You gonna be down to date that chick?
Well, I mean, I don't know. You might look at me as being slimy guy, you know. My whole entire instinct, if I see a girl taking her panties off anywhere, is one that's on the dirty path, you know. So, I mean, I can't necessarily say that I would be disgusted by seeing the girl taking her panties off in public if we're at a gas station, you know. But yeah, again, there's that line. Like if you're in food department and you take them off and you leave them on the card or on the handle or something, you know, okay, you made your point. But to put it in with the food, again, there's too many things that can happen. And if she sets the precedent for randos to just be going into these stores, you know, she's a very attractive woman. I'm sure she's probably cleaning. I wonder who was holding the camera. Maybe it was her boyfriend who was like helping her, you know, maybe it was her homegirl or somebody, but she's not holding the cell phone there while she's doing this. So, I mean, look, people are running out of new things, and it's like a shock era, you know, like what can you do to shock people? And there's almost nothing anymore that anybody can do that's so shocking that is going to make people follow you. So you got to go straight, you know?
Yeah, and we
yes or no? Would you date her? If you
try to scapegoat my way around it, you know, dater, you know, at first probably but there couldn't be long term. They would only be a sexual thing, you know. Like if I'm gonna spend my life with someone, she gotta have some class, and that's just total classless.
That is not classy at all.
No class,
right? And again, to your point, right? The whole doing it in public like that, to each their own, right? Like, I mean, sometimes you got to spice things up a bit, but then putting it in like food aisles and hanging it on gas pumps, like, I mean, like we still trying to come out of this COVID thing, right? I don't know if you done put that somewhere and I got to touch, can I get COVID from that? I don't know. Like there's so many. And then what if she got something?
Well, 6, you know, like what is it? 4 out of 10 people or something like that have herpes.
Oh wow,
that's what I'm saying. So like now,
1, 2, 3 on the call. I'm clean.
Oh, yeah, I play too.
What?
Need several more cats on here, so it's up to
No, but you throw that out there. Good point. Now she potentially putting other people at risk for this type of like concerns and diseases and stuff like that. Man, that's just nasty, man. Like, that ain't a good nasty either.
It's not.
Hey, you know though, some women, you know, they keep their stuff cleaner than some people keep their hands. You know, so I mean,
that's a good thing. You know why? Because of the fact that if you keep yourself, I mean, I look at it like this, and Geronimo knows too. Whenever we look at a woman, well, when I was single, I looked at a woman. First thing we'll look at face and feet, and then we already think like, okay, because if your feet is busted, then something else is busted, right? Mm-hmm. And we don't want to go to, we just don't, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? That's what I look at. I'm like, that's what I looked at in the past. You know, that was 18 and a half, 17 years ago. Yeah.
I mean, to your point, the chick in the video.
Yo, 20 years ago. I'm tripping. I'm counting backwards. if somebody see this, you know I said everyone was making a mistake.
Yeah, 20 plus years ago. 20 plus years ago. 20 plus. We just celebrated 19 years. Woo!
19, yeah. And yes, I've been with her for 2 years before we got married. So yeah.
For the 19 years, man, we got to go with this. Hey, so yeah, man, a couple of things there, man. Stop doing every damn thing just to get attention. Stop being nasty, man. Like, cut that out. Man. Hey, anyone watching this, females, don't jump on that trend. We got little girls out here that's looking at that stuff. I need y'all to be better role models than that, man. Like, cut that out. For real.
What did Joey from Full House do? Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna do something like that, do it somewhere that's not
public. What a terrible show that was.
Say what?
3 grown men, 4 little girls. What a terrible show that was.
Full House, yeah. One of them was married, right? Bob Saget was married, right?
Like that.
Yeah. I watched them do a stand-up at the Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa, man. This is a dirty old man, bro.
R.I.P. to Bob Saget.
R.I.P. Bob Saget. Bob Saget.
Yeah. He's dead. He passed away.
He passed away.
Bro, he died like 2021.
Oh, okay.
He had a concussion and went home from doing a skit and passed and died in his hotel room.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
R.I.P. to Bob Saget.
R.I.P. to Bob Saget.
But you want to know what else? Just to switch this, we're going to keep it rolling with the roll call of the DNC. Now, everybody and their mama was in Georgia for that. And I know because my homegirl mama was there. So, I mean, she's part of everybody. And I was like, okay, I'm here for it. So, every night had a topic. There was for the people. Then there was a bold vision for America's future, a fight for our freedom, and for our future. Okay, so there's a lot of 4s in there. I guess they trying to go with the 4 or 4 more. But hit the video, Gmo. Let us know what we talking about.
Yeah. Let's get a preview of what.
So they said Governor Harris. I mean,
VP Harris, Governor.
Nobody was singing along. Nobody knew the words.
Nah.
So
I was waiting for somebody to say back it up.
Now, so that last part, right? I found out later that someone started doing that when they announced Governor Walz as the VP nominee. So I guess that was the trend, and they picked up on it quick. Because I was when that song first dropped, I'm like, no, they not about to do that at the DNC. So I didn't know, because I was like, how they gonna spin this? Because I'm over here like to the window. VP Harris. Okay. VP Harris. Yeah. Governor.
Who's Harris skeeting on? You know Harris skeeting all over the place. They don't know what they're listening to, man.
I don't know what just happened.
Guys.
They don't.
What just happened?
They don't. But you know what? It seems like they was here for it. I just watch bits and pieces of it because me personally, again, you know what I'm saying? I pray before I do any of these decisions. All this stuff could be hype and it could be great. And I'm not knocking what she got going on. I'm not knocking what Donald got going on, but I'm just tell you right now, you know what I'm saying? To me, I just want to see things backed up. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to say something, back it up. Right? You know what I mean? Because you can go ahead and do all this and then get in office and then we be like, oh, skirt, made you look. And I'm like, oh, come on now. You know what I'm saying?
What's your thoughts about that, Dr. Poole?
Well, she's been the vice president for the last 4 years. So, I mean, she might as well have been the president for the last 4 years. She was the vice president for the last 4 years. She had 4 years to do a lot of stuff that she's saying she's just going to do now. For me, the convention itself was, I didn't watch it. I normally watch, the Democratic stuff and the Republican stuff just so I could have, both sides. But I didn't watch this one because of what happened at the Megan Thee Stallion thing. I found out that, they played it up like Megan Thee Stallion was coming there to perform for a Kamala Harris rally, but it was the opposite way, apparently. It was a concert that Megan Thee Stallion was throwing and Kamala Harris was the guest speaker, So it was just kind of weird how they put a spin on that particular narrative. That just kind of pushed me away a little bit, It seems like pandering to me a little bit, like why is it always a hip hop rapper that they need to use to try and reach? Not all of America is black, It seems like they might want to try and widen their focus.
I think this is what they're doing, and I think both parties are doing this. There's a ground in the middle that's not sold on blue, that's not sold on red. You know what I'm saying? They're like, show me what you got, right? You know what I'm saying? Because they know that, I say maybe 40%, maybe 50% of the voters, they already know who they voting for. They knew who they were voting for 4 years ago. They knew who they was voting for 4 years prior to. They like Democrats will stay Democrats because of the fact it's comfortable. It's what they'll lean to. Republicans will stay Republicans because it's what they lean into, because that's the way their lifestyle's been set up, right? You don't see too many people, except recently, that they're jumping parties. Because when I saw Republicans for Harris, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, there are a lot of Republicans that spoke at that convention too.
Right, and I'm like, this is a shift. You know what I'm saying? But they can speak all they want, bro. If they gonna, here's the thing. I hear people say they gonna do so many things so many times, but when that day comes, they checking that box where they checking the box who they want in there.
Yeah. To your point, Corey, and to yours too, Donald. So I am the undecided. That's like, I'm taking it all in. I'm an empty cup. It's this whole podcast thing that we're doing, right? I never wanted to get into politics, but Corey, you pulled me in it. So I'm like, okay, let me learn, right? I'm not just gonna you got to show me, right? And I'm a policy guy. My job is governance. I read policies all day, and I know how important policies are because they can actually make impacts, right? So about the DNC, like, it was one hell of a party. Like, I was watching it when they did the roll call. I'll start with the positive stuff, right? So when they did the roll call, I watched the whole roll call. What I noticed was they had DJ Cassidy, I think that's his name, right? DJ Cassidy. Yeah. It does the pass the mic.
Pass the mic.
And anytime they went to a different region of the nation, they had the music that matched, right? Like when they went to Puerto Rico, they had reggaeton, right? And I was listening to it, so I forget what reggaeton artists they had, kind of doing what Little John did in Georgia. And they different places, right? Chicago, they had Common, and then I noticed they went to the Marianas Islands, but what I saw, right, and what I think they've been doing an effective job is reaching out to the diverse communities in this country, right? Because I saw a lot of brown, along with, you know, the vanilla that we normally get. We're gonna get it, right? But I saw a lot of different colored faces, and I think they've been doing Democrats been doing a good job kind of reaching out to the diverse communities in this country, right? That's one thing that I noticed, just surface level, right? But as good of a party as it was, I didn't get no real takeaways from it policy-wise, right? Because it's something you said earlier, Corey, a few episodes ago. There was a recurring theme of, oh, you need to go with us because he's bad. Like that, right? You said before, we're teaching our kids the wrong way to vote. Don't vote for this party because that party is bad. Vote for a party that has the policies that align with your values. I'm not hearing that. Like, dude, all that stuff was cool. It was great and everything, but I didn't really get a good takeaway. Okay, how are you gonna address the border issues? Now, I will say this. I watched the Kamala speech. She touched on it briefly, and maybe it was a prelude of what's to come. She did talk about the border issues, and she was like, look, we had the deal, right? We had the deal, but Trump called his friends and told them to block it. They wouldn't pass it. That was good on her behalf to throw that out there, right? Because she knows that she's gonna, for her, the number one kink in her armor, or chink in her armor, y'all got me thinking about kinky stuff now. the one chink in the armor is the border, right? But the way she threw that out there, I was like, okay, I need more of that. You know what I mean? Like, let me know why we're having the border issues. Put more time on that, because even as much as I like hearing Obama's talk, as much as I like hearing Oprah talk, I feel like we didn't get the best of them. Like, they all did a good job telling us how bad Trump will be, right?
Bobby said Trump blocked what for the border? I'm confused.
Without basically, a wall. He put up a wall.
No, because he wasn't. He called his homies that was in Congress and was like, block the bill, which it happens. That's not
to build a wall, right? That's what the bill was for.
No, I don't know the specifics on. And again, right? She could have done a better job articulating, you know, giving more details on what that. Right. She said deal. She said that they had a deal, but Trump called his friends and told them to block it, i.e. they didn't cast their votes to let that deal go through. Bill, whatever. I distinctly remember her saying deal. So I'm thinking there was a proposed proposed bill.
His rapping bar is coming back. Deal, pill, bill. He didn't pass a deal, pill. For real.
So
couldn't ignore the bill.
She didn't give a lot of details on it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't answer that question 100% because she didn't answer that question 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's more time being spent explaining, hey, this is what the bill we proposed, and this is the amount of votes we needed, but these votes we didn't get these votes, and we know for sure these are Donald's goons, then that lets me know clearly, okay, they tried. But
Bobby said, can I see a link? Everything is so shady.
Say what now?
A link for what?
Can I see a link? Everything is so shady.
Everything is so shady.
Bobby, are you referring to the link about the bill not being passed because of the fact that Donald Trump called his people? Or are you talking about a link to join? I mean, I know you busy. I know you turning it up.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? If you want to jump on, you know what I'm saying? You more than welcome to.
We got Ben James, also some Gardena Love on Instagram. Said,
hey, Ben, what up, Ben?
He pops in. He shows us love. Bosky, what up? Global ISM, what up? On IG. So I don't know. I definitely could get you that link to that speech, but she did reference a proposed bill that got blocked, which caused this whole border chaos. Now, I will say this, if that's true, right? Pretty genius on Trump's behalf, right? If you know, you could call the homies and be like, stop the bill, because I gotta give you as much chaos as you can get to make you look bad so I can win. You know what I mean?
And that's That is being strategic, because when he was in office, he knew who to put in office. So in the event he gets kicked out of office, he still has some form of control while he's in office, and to get himself in there. And I truly think that's how you pretty much. That's a mind of a mastermind.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's a mastermind.
Smart businessman.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he is. He don't treat his people right, based off of what I read.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you can't be mad at somebody who strategically. That's chess. That's chess.
Game, baby.
When somebody playing checkers and you playing chess, then you know you can move 1 and 3 spaces into the left, and boom, lock them from moving.
I got a question for you. An interesting way to maybe even flip that particular scenario is when Kamala Harris was originally running for presidency against Joe Biden. You guys remember this time? They were having the Democratic primaries. They had all the Democratic representatives up there and whatnot. And Kamala Harris performed so poorly that her people pulled her early because they were afraid that she was doing so bad that it was going to affect her and her seat in California. And for someone who was so poor in the Democratic primary to become vice president for Joe Biden, who she spent half of that time tearing down, I thought was weird. But now the fact that she's kind of shoehorned into this position where she has an opportunity now to become the president of the United States, I find is a little weird, because when she had the opportunity to become the president of the United States, she was the lowest polled Democratic representative on the stage.
Yeah.
So that's kind of smart on her part. She figured out a way to put herself in a VP spot, and people have been talking about Joe Biden stepping down for a couple of years now. So she's been knowing that she's next in line, and setting herself up.
If we're gonna talk strategies and playing chess, that was a hell of a chess move.
That's a checkmate move. How can you come back from that? You know?
Point. I didn't even look at it like that. Damn. Ooh.
And look, I can tell you. Okay, hold on. I just envisioned how it happened. This is what happened. Kamala, this is Biden. Now I know you. Yes, I know. But if you step down now, you save yourself some embarrassment, and then we go ahead and put you on the ticket with me, and then we win this thing. And after we win this thing, you know, because I'm dealing with, you know, the unspoken that I can't say in public over the phone.
89
I'll step down, and then I'll go ahead and just pretty much hand you the country. And then Kamala, Joe, that seems like a formidable plan. That's it. That's how it happened. And here we have.
Yeah, I try not to get too washed up on the whole politics thing, man. But I spent time on both sides of the aisle now in my life, and I've come to the point where I'm being lied to by everybody, and it's causing me to fight my family and my friends now. And I don't want to be fighting my mother and my friends over a difference of opinion.
Right.
And we can't talk it out, you know.
Yeah, and that's why I said, pray if you're a religious person, pray. If you're a person who's on logic, do the logic. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we don't know a couple. They only know our address. They don't know our name. Right?
Yeah.
And with that being said, all we have to do is make this decision if you want to make it. Because there's some people out there like, I'm not voting because I don't want to give the left or the right my vote. I'm like, you have that option.
It's your freedom.
But you know what I'm saying? That's your freedom. And I hate when people kind of down people because of the fact they don't want to vote. I understand people died for this right for us to vote, but they also died to make sure that you don't make the wrong decision because of the fact you're pressured into it. Yeah. So let's not doing our people like that, and let's get back to people just having friendly conversations.
Yeah.
And I believe these conversations will help bring this country together, whether we choose who we choose. It's still good to have, because back in the day, some stand-up comedy guy, he was like, man, you can't talk to nobody about their vote. And he was like, what's your social security number? Oh, I'll give you that. What's your wife's social security number? Who you voting for? Man, I can't talk about that. I'm like, damn, you gonna give them the keys to the kingdom, but you ain't even gonna give them the car to get to the building.
Yeah. Yeah, we should be able to talk about that, man. But without no issue. It's fascinating how we got to a point that it gets so hostile. Like, hey man, I like ketchup, you like mustard, dog. It's cool. Don't fight me because I like mustard. You know
exactly, because I like mustard and ketchup. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
There you go.
Now, imagine when you put them together, though. Like, my God, you just made a hamburger. Did
you see that AI video on if Trump and Kamala was together? I know y'all seen that.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll check it out though.
Dude, look that up, man. Someone put an AI video out there. Like, why can't they just run the country together? It's actually kind of eerie.
They complete each other if you think about it.
I know that she do a good job. I know this. But the people, I know they're smart. They're smart. Let me stop.
So I mean, for me though, I don't remember any of that stuff that was going on, Dr. Pooh, just because at the time I didn't give two damns about politics. I am one of the ones that have not been active, right? Yeah. So since Corey and Bobby pulled me into it, I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna get in this, I need to read everything. Show me what's happening, right? So like, you had a point, Corey. Just now you just said that like sometimes it feels like you're being forced into a decision, right? Not you, but just you in general, right? People.
Right.
I feel like the DNC was kind of doing that. You had all these, like stars, right? That's basically telling you, oh, Donald was horrible, you need to vote for Kamala. But I mean, for someone who's not willing to actually dig into the policies like I am, maybe Oprah telling you to vote for Kamala was enough. Maybe the Obamas, or because Michelle gave
a rock.
Yeah, all of them. Like I would say, I would give Michelle a 9 out of 10 for her speech. But I think it would have been better had she not stooped to Donald Trump's level and started slinging mud. You know what I mean? Like that took a point away from me. Like I don't want to hear you talk like that about the ops. Tell me how good you're gonna make this country. I don't want to hear about that because now it's kind of like getting to a telenovela. You know what I mean? Like I don't. If I want the drama like that, I'll just put it back on Telemundo. You know what I mean? Like
Telemundo.
I don't need all that. You know what I mean?
Hey, let's look. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But you want to know what? Let's keep the ball rolling because we got some exciting news. Now, I'm the man for the little people, right?
Well, hold on 1 second, because there was one point that Dr. Pooh had to his point that I didn't get a chance to touch on. What you said about the Megan Thee Stallion thing, I'm with you on that. When I first saw that, I was like, what's going on here? I don't, is Turkey gonna give me the vote? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can do better. I think we could do better. I don't really like the message that sends out, especially if you're trying to tap into the black vote. You telling me we need the twerking to get the black vote?
Yeah. What I noticed about Kamala Harris's social media presence is everything is for the black community. Everything she focuses on is where she's eating at, the places that she's the records that she gets from the record stores, like she's all over social media, so you can't help but to see her in her life. And it seems like, I don't know, there's more than just the black community for the Democrats to go after.
I challenge that because I have been noticing, again, I've been following both parties very, very closely because I'm trying to get as much as I can to make an informed decision, right? From everything that I've seen, I've seen her team do an effective job reaching out across multiple communities. And again, like brown communities, any other communities, LGBTQ plus communities, like I see them effectively reaching out to all of them. Now on the Trump side, he may say a couple of things like I love all people. That's pretty much about it.
Beautiful people, my beautiful people. We're gonna do some amazing.
I see her
things.
doing a lot of stuff that can gravitate to a lot of other communities. But to her camp, if anyone's reading this, like publish the policies. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
You can do what you're gonna do. I put the policies on the website so we can read them. I read Agenda 47 twice already on Trump's platform. We need them policies, Kamala. Like stop just throwing all these popular faces at us, twerking for us and whatnot. Give me the policies, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, I did see somewhere that they were posted over the weekend. I didn't get a chance to look
right now,
but I did hear that
the next topic
that she is 100% for building the middle class and small businesses, which that's amazing. And this is how I'm pivoting, because there's a man that we all know the story and we all heard about this. You know why I say we all have? I'm gonna say we, because over 1 million people didn't saw this man's story. A 27-year-old, Kev, who worked for Burger King 27 years without missing a day.
Without missing,
got a goodie bag.
What?
He got a goodie bag. He got some tickets from Burger King. He got because he worked at Burger King. He never missed 27.
Had that Whopper.
Yeah. So, but I got some flips on this side though. So
coupon books.
They gave him a good job, right? You know what I'm saying? Good job. Thank you for your honor, for your service. And he kept back working. He was a supervisor. His daughter started a GoFundMe, and that GoFundMe, because she felt like that's disrespectful. You didn't miss one day. You've been there, rain, sleet, and snow, due to depression, recession, and everything else, COVID. And his daughter started a GoFundMe because everybody got wind of it. This man, he was just loyal. Now, here's the thing. Before I tell you how much the GoFundMe went up, I do have to say this. Burger King is the number 11 burger restaurant
company
to work for in the world. Yeah. Number 11. Great benefits. Also, good pay. Help put his kids through school, college.
Okay.
So when we look at jobs, right? We look at job security. Whether you go ahead and get a job at a fast food restaurant or a government job. Fast food is more likely not to shut down during the pandemic, but a government job will.
Depending on what agency.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But he was going for security because he had 4 children. So, you know what I'm saying? One of his daughters was like, damn that. Let me go get a GoFundMe. And she's very savvy on social media. She garnered him $400,000.
$400,000.
$400,000.
Hey, let me hold something.
$400,000.
Hey, Kev.
That's good, man.
So guess what he decides to do?
What do you do?
Because he had these skills for 27 years, right? He went ahead and just said, thank you for your service. Thank you for your knowledge and putting all my babies in school, in college, and they out of college. He quits and starts his own business. What kind of business? A gourmet burger business.
Hey, it only makes sense.
Awesome.
It only makes sense, right? And a food truck usually costs about $25,000-$30,000. He has $400,000.
He got 400. So
yeah. His daughter was able to get people that don't know him to give him $400,000. Guess who's on his social media team? His daughter.
There you go.
And guess what? It's a small business. He's gonna get some of that funding if Kamala gets into office. Boom. You see what I'm saying?
I see how you did that.
You see how I did that. But I'm just saying, okay. But kudos to Burger King.
Yeah.
Because you were. We always used to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's Kev around the corner working at McDonald's. Remember that? You know what I'm saying? But Kev ain't got to sell no jewelry. He ain't got to rob no people. Kev dude, 27 years, salute, and got his own. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Throw
good.
some palm-to-palm action on there.
That's good.
Palm-to-palm action.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
I wish that happened to more people, that lifelong payout in the end, man. He's got no overhead either, really, after you make that initial payment on that truck. You're just paying for gas and supplies.
Yeah. Nah, kudos to his daughter, man. All I'm seeing is wins all around, right? Because from the company's perspective, they provided that stability, right? Like you said, he put all his kids through college and whatnot, was able to take care of his family. He was a loyal employee, which that's hard to find because everybody want to be a boss. So
everybody want to be a boss till the check come.
Yeah. Everybody
that's a
want
hard
to be
field too, man.
Fast food. Say what?
Yeah, fast food.
That's a tough industry to be in.
Yeah, it is.
Fast food.
I worked fast food for the first 4 years. Yeah. And the
you can't do that for too long, man.
You can't, but let's see. If Kev was 27, I mean, he worked there 27 years, and he was 18 when he got the job. Kev is what, 45? He's 45?
Throw those numbers out there again, man. I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's about right. He's 45. He's 45, owning his own business with no overhead. God bless Kev. You know what I'm saying? God bless Burger King.
His daughter. Yeah,
his daughter.
Yep, bless Burger King, because they they all held each other down, especially his daughter. Now, now the one thing I'll throw out there, shout out to the daughter that did that. Much love. Like that was amazing. One thing I did kind of pick up on was a hint of entitlement. You know what I mean? Like, because what you were saying, like, oh, you was here for this and that, and you stuck it through COVID. I'm like, well, I mean, you got paid. You know what I mean? Like,
you got paid.
One thing I learned through my entrepreneurial journey, right, is perspective, right? I often see a lot of people will say stuff like that when they only have the employee perspective, right?
Yeah.
So it's real easy to be like, I should be getting this, and I should be getting that, and I should be getting this. But you are getting your check on the terms you agreed upon to do the job you agreed to do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And what I tell everybody is not what you deserve, it's what you negotiate, baby. You feel me?
What you negotiate? Yeah, good point. And what you earn.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm pretty sure he's got some advances. They probably said, Kev, you know what I'm saying? This is year 5. It's time to give you a raise. And he could be like, okay, well, I see I'm getting this. Maybe I can get this. You feel me? And it doesn't give us his Burger King salary, but I'm saying it's $15 an hour right now. 27 years ago, it was $6 an hour. And based off of cost of living, they got bumped up. And I'm pretty sure he probably was making about maybe $30, $40 an hour, doing something that he's been doing that he can go in and do his eyes closed. I'm pretty sure. So you can't knock Burger King. You can't knock Kev. Nope. You want to know who I do knock?
Who?
These people who were saying that, because I mean, I bet you Kev was like, oh, it's cool, goodie bag, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, great. But the people who was thinking, blowing it up, saying, hey, he deserved this and he deserved that, you know what I'm saying? Go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Because if Kev ain't complaining, why should you?
And that's where that entitlement's coming up. You know what I mean?
Right.
That I was talking about.
Now his daughter, she may be able, she has the right to complain because that's his daughter. But guess what? She didn't just complain.
She did
she
something
put action.
Yeah.
She put action behind that.
Yeah.
And when you do that, it's like,
I'm not mad at that.
You can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to see. I hate to go back to politics.
I see where you're going with this.
but what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? If you say you're going to do something, do it. Put some action behind it.
Yeah.
And then spin it back. Let's spin it back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kev, bro.
Shout out and his daughter and Burger King, man.
Burger King,
I want to give me some Burger King fries, boy. Them fries.
Hey, you know what? You know who used to have a meat factory in Burger King? Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson used to have a Burger King meat factory.
Okay. I ain't know where we was going with this. I thought it was gonna be a No Diddy moment.
Nah.
Is it like his TGI Fridays or something like that? He owns it.
Sort of like that, yeah. Because a lot of I remember he spoke at one of my former jobs, and he was saying how Burger King really are for companies. You know what I'm saying? They really are for employees.
That's what's up.
He ended up buying a meat factory that supported all the southern states, from California all the way to Mississippi, with the meat. That's how you move. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you move. And that's something. I always go back to this line, man. When we had Brandon on here, where he was like, If you're gonna do something to sell something, you want to be the one selling the shovel, right?
Yeah.
Something everybody needs. All the restaurants, they need that meat, man. So like if that genius on his part, man.
They need the meat.
Hey, we got the meats. Don't. Hey. That's what's up, man. Hey, shout out to them. Now, what else we got, man?
All right. Waymo. I got a funny story about them. But Waymo, Alphabet-owned Waymo said it provides more than 100,000 paid Robotaxi rides per week to the users in the U.S., and that's double the number it announced in May. So, funny story about Waymo, and I didn't really know Waymo. I mean, it's crazy. I was leaving the Tupac event where he got a star in Hollywood this past summer.
Okay.
This past spring. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. So as I'm driving out of the parking lot, you know how when people are driving, you just tell a car to come on.
Yeah.
And I see all this car. I see cars like super high tech. I'm like, oh, maybe somebody brought out a vehicle because of the fact, it's the Tupac dedication of his star on Hollywood. Because everybody was out there. I saw Michael Blackson. I saw a whole lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, why is this car not going? And then I guess after a while, because somebody was behind him, probably blew at it. It drove by. And I'm dumbfounded because I don't see anybody in the wheel. It's just going. I was like, it is a smart car. But I'm like, so is the smart cars making us dumb? Is the question.
Lazy.
Point, man. So you seen them out there in LA then?
Yeah, I was like, come on, let's go. Cause I'm like, this thing is about to fall on my car. And it's just like, bruh.
So I mean, the future is here, man. Like I know it's been in the pipeline for this to happen, right? Fully autonomous vehicles, right? It's here. It's like you said, right? Over 100,000 paid Robotaxi rides this year, right? And Alphabet, same company that owns Google, they have announced that they're going to invest $5 more billion into that endeavor. They're building it out. They're growing this thing, man. Everybody who wants to be a small business owner, they always want to grow and scale, right? They are growing and scaling this fully autonomous taxis, man. On one side, like on the part of tech, right? What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. You can get a ride just by a car, right?
Yeah.
But then on the other side, I'm like, how many people's pockets are they about to hurt for people that drive Uber?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because what if you want to get in the car and you don't want a conversation? What if you get in the car? You know what I'm saying? But it scared me because we talk about cybersecurity so much. Okay. Imagine this. Just imagine this. You get in one of these vehicles and they just say, you already programmed your address where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay, well, this ain't the way to, say normally in a scary movies, they'd be like, this ain't the way to my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we're taking a shortcut, right? You're in an autonomous vehicle and it gets hacked. The only way you get out of there is if you willingly give up your information.
My brain didn't even go there, man. Jesus.
Give me your bank information or you will not get out this car. And then be like,
and it speeds up and goes faster and faster.
It goes faster. And remember, it's hacked. So the pilot that was controlling it is no longer controlling it.
Oh my God.
And if you're by a bridge,
you want this car to not fall off this bridge? I'm gonna need you to transfer your whole bank account right now. Good.
Well, look. What about this though, right? Tesla is somewhat drivable by itself and whatnot, but people even behind the wheel of Teslas are getting in car accidents all the time. Something's gonna go wrong at some point, and it'll be other people who will get injured. Probably.
Yeah.
Well, see, the difference between Tesla and Waymo is Waymo has pilots, so they have people behind. You have a pilot. You have somebody actually steering, and see the person in the vehicle. They making sure like the vehicle gets to where they are. They're pretty much behind the screen watching this trip go where it's supposed to go.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Tesla, you still have to control it, because there's the reason why people get into accidents, because they think that it's an autonomous vehicle.
Fully autonomous, yeah, which is not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's damn near there, but it gives you several alerts and tells you put your hands on the wheel. It will notify you every once in a while if you're in self-driving mode to put pressure on the wheel. And then you rolled out an update. If the camera detects your eyes not on the road, it will tell you, hey, pay attention to the road. Because I got a notification one time when they rolled that update out, and it was like, you get 3 more chances. If you get notified 3 more times, they're gonna lock out self-driving. So they do a good job controlling that. But and you just pointed something out, Corey. I wonder if maybe that will open up a blue ocean, right? New job opportunities for maybe, say, the person doing Uber on the side for some extra money. Maybe they can be a Waymo pilot.
How do you get into that program, though? Is there even a program for it?
Good question. And ChatGPT going and someone run that on ChatGPT or the Google real quick. Very
and
good.
Look, I'm gonna throw this out there. Why don't they just come out with a self-driving app for autonomous cars, where they can just go ahead and just say, okay, I'm getting in the car, and they say, okay, well, do you want to drive this vehicle? Boom, download the app, go ahead, and then you take a device, if you have a smartphone, boom, boom, you drive it yourself. We're coming to the days of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when Wavebird started leaving these scooters everywhere, I was like, okay. In California, just to let you know, Geronimo, Wavebird are these scooters that you can pay for, and it goes like about 15 miles an hour, and you can go pretty much for an hour. You can go for about 10 miles.
Yeah, we got them out here in San Antonio too, and they got derivatives too, right? There's other brands that got that stuff out there. Yeah, we're getting to that point. That scenario that you just laid out, why not just, you could summon a vehicle and maybe just drive it regular? I don't know. It's almost like be your own taxi driver or something like that.
That could be dangerous, though. I mean, how do they know who it is, who they're really giving it to? I mean, you could be giving it to someone who uses someone else's information and then go drive across the country, and someone else is paying the bills for everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dangers that come with that, man.
I only say that because I noticed I haven't seen any of the self-driving cars, but there are a lot of places like in the Hancock Park area where they have food delivery robots that I see manless rolling down the roads to deliver food or whatever it is these things are delivering. And in my head, it's always, what happens when somebody walking down the street just fucking tips that thing over and it's laying on its side now, like, are they gonna have to have a technician come out just to flip it back up on its wheels? Or because like those scooter guys, I got a buddy who
I've been waiting on my food for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, well, even with the scooters, like, people knock down those scooters all over the place. And so they have people who go, and that's their job, to go and pick up these knocked down scooters, because randos are just, kicking them down when they're, when they see them. So it would worry me that with all of the chaos that seems to be happening in this day and age, to just be giving cars away to people to jump in because you got some information on them online. It's a slippery slope.
It is. It is. That's the thing with tech these days, right? Like it's you got to give up something to get something, right? In the case of tech, typically you're gonna have to give up some of your privacy for convenience, right? That's really what it comes down to. How much of our privacy are we willing to give up to get that convenience? But I mean, hey, we're in that new world, man. We are in that new world. So,
and speaking,
go ahead.
New world, the old great faithful, the first Words with Friends, the very first game,
Word with Friends.
Scrabble.
Oh wow.
Scrabble done went up, like, you know what I'm saying, they went all the way up. They are adding new Gen Z words that some I am not familiar with. Okay, but some of them are because I had it. There goes one is back knee, which is back acne. Yeah, I had it. Don't got it no more. Got some jail for it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
that makes sense.
Yeah. But that's
hey, Gen Z's are already using this. This is part of their language. And then there's yeet.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? What the hell is it?
Yeeting all over the place, baby.
I still don't even know what that yeet is, man. When I was on my way out of the military 5 years ago, I got a young airman that came in saying yeet. Or what is a yeet, man? I don't know what
it's a term for like excitement. If you look it up in the dictionary, because it is in the dictionary now. Yeah, it's a form of excitement.
Wow.
All right. Okay. I know now.
Yeah.
Then there's I'm alright, which is I'm all right.
Say it one more time.
I'm alright. AMIRITE. I'm alright.
I'm alright.
I'm all right.
Hey Marie, the half Korean, half black artist.
It's just one thing that tells me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then boujee, and I believe this is boujee because it's spelled boujee. I mean, but we all use boujee, and we was using boujee back. But boujee is a Gen X term.
Yeah.
And nibbling. I don't know what that it says like neighbor sibling or something. I'm like nibbling. Yeah, bruh. Scrabble. Listen, look at me, Scrabble. Yes, the creators of Scrabble. Look, we don't need this. We don't. That's why they have word with friends too. Put it in those. Don't mess with your grandmas, your grandpas, your uncles, and your aunties. Scrabble. Don't do it. Why?
Yeah.
Because when we see yeet on the Scrabble board, we're gonna be like,
no
points. Get off. We don't know what that is. We know what yes is. You know what I'm saying? We barely finding out how to say tweet, and now it's X. So now we got it formerly known as X or tweet. Come on now, Scrabble, you're doing a disservice to your faithful, familiar fans. Because guess what? Ain't no Gen Zs looking for Scrabble. They not. Gen Zs is trying to be immortal.
Good point.
They want words with friends. Leave our Scrabble alone, okay?
Eventually, it won't be words. It's just gonna be letters and abbreviations.
Yeah,
man,
it's gonna be acronyms.
LMK, man. LMK when that happens.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's LMK? Let me know. No, what it mean? Let me know. I'm letting you know.
Oh, let me LOL real quick. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't laugh, but you just say, "Hey, I LOL."
You say, LOL. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you feel about that? LOL. LMFAO. Straight face, just straight face. They be like,
DGAF. Man, I DGAF, man.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. But
Yeet. Hey. Shout out Jay Uso. Yeet.
Jay Uso. So not Jay-Z. We're not talking about Jay-Z, right?
Nah, that's not an East Coast thing.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Feedback on IG real quick because Creative Native was with us. He said because Corey ain't got the Riz, and then he said,
"Man, don't." Oh God, Riz. Oh, yeah. I hear it from my kids. My kids are like, "Riz me up." I'm like, "What is Riz me up?"
Riz guy. What do you know about Riz guy?
Riz. I'm like you can't. I'm like, dude. Okay, talk to me.
I still don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't.
Hey man, I remember when we were young, right? And we had our slang that we used to use, and our kids used to look at us, our parents used to look at us like we were dumb. Now we're in their shoes because I'm like, half the time these kids are talking, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What does that even mean? I don't.
You know it don't have a Southern accent with it. Don't have a Southern accent.
Yeah, man.
Like, you know, baby, I'm gonna do that on around there. I'm gonna rip me up on.
That's no. Like, but you made a good point. The Gen Z, I don't know now. I've never heard not one nutter Gen Z talk about, hey, let's go buy some Scrabble.
Yeah, no, not even. Scrabble. They thinking you fighting. They're like, that's what my parents used to say when they fight. They go Scrabble. And no, we say scrap.
Let's go to the store. Skoden? Is that? Am I saying that Creative Native is? I think he's giving us another term. on Instagram. Let's get Scoden.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, let's go to the door. Let's go to the store. Scoden. Okay, let's
Scoden. Oh yeah, okay.
Let's go tell them something, Stooties.
Scoden.
Oh, let's go.
Scoden.
Okay, Scoden. All right, yeah.
Oh, Scoden. Oh, Scoden. Oh. Let's go then. Okay, let's go then. Scoden. Oh,
Scoden.
Oh God. Oh God.
Let's go then to the next
Let's go then. Yeah, let's go in there. Hey, fair warning, Beehive, do not go after me.
Oh man, you bringing up another Beyonce topic. We love Beyonce.
We love Beyonce.
Is that that's a plug?
The Beehive is Beyonce's fellowship.
Yeah. They are crazy, and we have no beef with you.
Is that the new liquor? She put out a whiskey, right?
Yeah, her whiskey is called, and it's named after her great-grandfather, Sir Davis Hogan. Beehive, don't come after me. I don't know how to say that name. So, Beyonce has always liked whiskey, Japanese whiskey at that. And that's what she decided to do, is go ahead and bring out her whiskey, which is called Sir Davis. Now, here's the thing. It's considered a luxury whiskey, but it's still under $100. It's only $89.
For the bottle?
For the bottle. And the bottle is very elegant. It's like, it looks nice, almost like it's like a trophy, right? You know what I'm saying?
Looks like the Ciroc bottle, kind of.
Right, but a little more girthy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And not only that, she had submitted it anonymously to SIP Awards, right? In 2023, and won a gold medal. Because if you say this is submitted, like, who's the owner of this brand? Beyonce. They have to. Why? Because Beehive gonna get them. If you do not do it, Beehive is gonna be like, you ain't getting my Beyonce #1. We got a problem. However, it was submitted anonymously, and baby girl got gold medal. Shout out. And the brand comes out on her birthday, September 4th.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah, that's her birthday.
Coming
She's
up.
the 80s baby, like a salute the 80s baby one time.
Hey.
Do you got some sound effects for that, Gmo? Hit me up with some sound effects for the 80s.
What we got? Let me see. I'm still learning this thing.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Not only that, here's the thing. She did it in honor of her great grandfather, which is awesome. You know what I'm saying? I believe that, and let's be honest. I've never seen anything Beyonce put out. Even at Ivy Park, she put out. I've seen some people with it. It was fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she pays attention to detail to what she does. And that's what you call branding. You need to be able to brand like Beyonce. I'ma say it. Hopefully she pick it up. Shout out to Beyonce
brand
and the
like
Beehive.
Beyonce.
Brand like Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
I said she has the money to do this. And that's what you do with your money. You brand yourself. So people always say, no, when you get money, people change. Yes. You become a brand when you have money. So you brand yourself well. I'm not saying you're going to change who you are. Money just enlightens who you are and puts the microscope on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But what better way to make sure that comes in a good image if you brand yourself? Yeah. So again, you know what I'm saying? Taylor Swift, Beyonce, top entertainers of the world, branded very well. There's a platform. If you looking to brand yourself like Beyonce. Brand like Beyonce.
Beyonce. That's the takeaway right there.
One thing that she's doing to help her branding also is by going the whiskey route, because if you think about it, like a lot of these other famous people who are dropping liquors, it's always a clear liquor. It's like a vodka or a tequila or something like that. Yeah. And I mean, in America, like whiskey is #1 still in America. Like she's going to be able to take this all over the world. But if you just focus that in like her own home state of Texas, like it's going to be in every single bar on the top shelf, and it's going to be replacing a lot of other of these whiskeys. And what other rapper or singer or even, like seriously, this is a legit question, movie star is promoting a whiskey brand? Like that's the real question, like The Rock, he got a tequila. You know, The Rock's got his tequila out there, and then Jay-Z got the vodka or whatever, right? I think it's like the vodka or the gin and shit. Snoop Dogg got the gin and juice drink. You know, it's all clear shit.
What's Branson? Is that a cognac?
It's a cognac.
It's a cognac, right?
Yeah.
Good point. And you know what? Very good question. I don't know. I'm not a whiskey drinker. I'm a tequila drinker. So, whiskey. That's what you put. One of the things you could use in an old fashioned, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I rocks the old fashioned. But
I like the Jack and Coke.
Say what?
Jack and Coke, straight up, man. Honey Jack. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's either whiskey or cognac. I'm either going Hennessy with some pineapple or I'm going Jack with some Coke, you know?
Okay.
I'm going club soda with some Grenadine. Because I do not drink, bro. I cannot do it.
Wine connoisseur, if I say myself, but
all right. I like some wines. I like Moscatos.
Okay.
Now I do drink wine every now and then. Not now, but back then.
I like the sweeter stuff.
Yeah,
every now and back then.
Yeah, Moscato.
My favorite red blend is E40's Function Red. That's my favorite. E40. It's Earl. I think it's Earl Stevens. Earl Stevens Function Red. Like that goes, boy. Haven't been able to find it in Texas yet, but when I was out there in the Yay, I was drinking that all the time. Tell you
they got that at Olive Garden. Can I sample that at Olive Garden?
Probably not. Or maybe, I don't know. I haven't been to let me know. I haven't seen it here, but that Function Red, it goes, man. Have you tried that Mango Scotto? He got that Mango Scotto.
Who did?
E40, Earl Stevens.
Nah, I didn't even know that he was making drinks like that. I had no idea.
He's been making it for a while. Yo, real quick, when I was stationed up at Travis Air Force Base, shout out to the Bay Area, E40, because Vallejo was only like 20 minutes from that base, right? He was at the base Class 6. That's where they sell the alcohol and stuff, right? He was doing a bottle signing party on base when he released the I believe it was the Mango Scotto, and then he released the Slurricane. He was on base signing bottles for everybody. So shout out to E40. But what I'm noticing on Beyonce's bottle for her new drink, it has a horse on it. So you know she released that country album, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Right? It's good in cowboy boots and a hat like that.
Yeah, man. Yep. So I think what she's kind of doing is she's forward thinking, right? Yeah. You asked that question, what other like urban star is doing anything like this in the whiskey lane, right? Yes. I think she's forward thinking. What's been blowing up in the music scene, or should I say taking over? What genre of music is taking over lately that involves horses?
Country.
It's taking over. Oh, it's taking over. It's taking over.
Jelly Roll?
Let me remind you.
Talking about Jelly Roll?
Beyonce just not just, but recently released a country album, right? Now she has her whiskey, which whiskey and country, come on, fam.
Yeah. But she lives in LA.
But she's from Texas.
She lives in LA.
She's from Texas.
And then, I do believe the horse on the bottle is a representation of Texas. Well,
it is.
Maybe they had a horse.
So if you haven't been tracking Morgan Waller, is it Morgan Waller, Whaler? The Last Night song? I know folks, if you look up anyway, country's taking over. You know how every genre has its run, right? So like, who would you say, what genre probably has the stick right now? Maybe.
Well, can I be honest with you? Real honestly.
Go ahead.
Country has a core fan base that will never change.
Yeah,
but it's about to grow. It's growing.
Yeah,
actually,
it's growing. Yeah.
Let me ask you a different question. Shabuzi, Shabuzi. You gotta know Shabuzi. Tipsy bar song.
If I heard it, I probably know it.
You probably heard it. He took everybody in the club getting tipsy.
He
made a country version of it. It blew the hell up. If you haven't seen it, he just performed it on BET, the BET Awards, the 2024 BET Awards.
Oh, I didn't see that track. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the boujee was on Beyonce's album.
Wow.
So boujiee's blowing up. Look up the song Bar Song. Morgan Waller. He got a few hot tracks out.
Okay.
The Morgan Waller concert he just had in Vegas, he sold out back-to-back nights. 80,000 people sold out back to back, right?
That's amazing.
So, a lot of people.
You're starting to get the EDM remixes of country songs. You got
oh, this dude is black. I thought this was gonna be a white guy.
There you go. I'm lining it up for you, right? Beyonce is forward thinking. Basically, long story short, country is taking over. If you haven't noticed, country has started blending in the 808s from hip hop, trap, right? They're blending in R&B elements and stuff like that. And the one thing about country versus like EDM or hip hop, it's a very safe genre. All they talk about is drinking maybe some whiskey or some beer, right?
Or heartbreaking.
EDM is you know, is a hard drug genre, right? Hip hop, also some drugs and syrup, right? You can't take hip hop and EDM everywhere. Country, you can take any and everywhere, and they're probably gonna be drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
That's what all the songs are about. Whiskey and rye.
There you go.
Brand like Beyonce.
Brand like Beyonce. She's genius. And then she put the country album out. So now she can co-promote. Yeah. She's going to go do the country songs. And by the way, get the whiskey. Matter of fact, you probably sipping the whiskey if you're listening to her country album.
Yeah. Buy the album, get a small bottle of whiskey.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. That's genius. Brand like Beyonce, like that is genius. And I'm throwing this out there. Country is gonna be the genre that runs it for the next probably 5 to 10 years.
I'll give you this for country music. I like country music. I didn't always like country music because of the stereotype of country music, how it's always sad and depressing. But that's really not the case. Like there are a lot of really good upbeat songs that are just about life.
Songs. What's the cat that just did a country album? Wyatt Iverson. What's his name? I can't think of his name.
Jelly Roll. That's the only name I'm gonna give you when it comes to country.
Post Malone.
Oh, okay.
His songs are good. What did you? Jelly Roll was good. All them cats. MGK is throwing out. Eminem just did a song with I think what was it? Who's the artist? Save Me with Jelly Roll, right?
Jelly Roll, yeah.
That's Somebody Save Me, dude. I'm telling you, country taking over, man.
Let me.
That's not just Texas talking.
I saw this happening with Old Town Road.
Yep.
Because when
that's that Nelly song, right? Oh no. Nelly did a song too, though, right?
Nelly did a song, but Lil Nas X.
Oh yeah.
When they threw 808s inside of a country song, so they blended hip hop. I got them horses in my bag and boom, 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 boom.
When you did that,
you pretty much got those. You got all the people who love 808 beats, and then you got them the ones that's in the country that secretly listens to hip hop. Or they listen to hip hop with their friends, but they don't play it too loud. But then when you had Miley Cyrus's father remix with Lil Nas X, you blew it open.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying. Now there's this one sister who sings a country song, and she actually she had a 2023 Grammy. She won a 2023 Grammy.
I think Beyonce signed her.
No, she.
Not her?
This was before Beyonce. This was before Beyonce even started working on her album. And when I saw the girl, I was like, because what people fail to realize, country is just gospel, unfiltered. You take out Christ, but you put in. You know what I'm saying? I'm in love with my baby and the girl gone wrong and something's gone down and I'm singing this song, right? All that is
there's your hook.
There you go. Yeah, really. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, there you go. You got people who, you know what I'm saying, who love gospel music but don't like singing about God. Country music.
Yeah. Right. Sometimes you're just too drunk to really sing and incorporate God, so you can replace it and ease your conscience, you know.
Right. But look, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all guys.
Love you
and I
too,
gotta
bro.
keep it 1,000. It's time to go.
It's time to go. Hey, well, we'll wrap everything up. Hey, Dr. Pooh, thanks again for joining us. This was another good night. Again, let the folks know that you are down to work with, right? Matter of fact, give them your spiel. What do you do?
Man.
Get in contact with you, and who are you willing to work with?
So here's the deal. A lot of the details can be worked out later. If you wanted to reach out to me and at least get some questions answered about your pool, especially with the end of summertime coming up here, what you need to do to maintain it or something, you can contact me through an email. It's donald.rumpf1982@gmail.com. And we get started from there. Not cheap. You know, I'm probably not going to come out to your house for less than $100. But the service that you're going to get is going to be very professional. I've been doing this for 10 years now. And even when it comes to the chemistry of water, I'm able to explain all that now. So if you got questions or something, go ahead and reach out. You could get my link from Geronimo or Corey also. And if things work out, then I'll give you my phone number. And we'll go forward from there.
There you go.
Why don't you just tell them, look, slide in the DM for the
hit me up in the DM. That's cool.
Hit them in the DM. Maybe in the next version of a new social media is gonna be hit me in the DM. Hit them in the DM.
Here you go. For a heads up for you guys. If you want a swimming pool, I think you can find above ground swimming pools on TikTok for a couple $100 right now.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, Walmart.
Mr. Donald Rump said he could clean that too.
Hey, that's what's up, Corey. Tell folks how to get in contact with you.
You can hit me up at Corey Giovanni on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I don't do X, but if you want to find me there, it's _ Corey Giovanni as well. Hey, you know what I'm saying? If I hit you and if you hit me and I don't hit you back, that's because I don't like to fight. Demo, talk to him. Let him know where you need to go.
And you can reach me on all platforms except for TikTok. So I don't do TikTok at tech_Von_go and holla at me. Other than that, thanks for showing love. Everyone that tapped in and showed love with us. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all have a good night.
Put the palms together. Put the palms together.
No ball claps here, man. We go big.
Yeah. Yeah. You knew.